tree of life. Is that the same Keter that's referring to in the Sephirot?
In the Sephirot, yes, Keter is the infinite, is the upper one. It's not attainable yet.
Okay.
Yes, in the 10 spheres, it starts with Keter and then Chokhmah and goes down. What does it mean goes down, descend? It becomes more and more manifested. So what we cannot capture, Shabbat Shalom, Cindy, what we cannot capture yet or sense, it is infinite or nothing. Yes, this is why Keter is also referred in Hebrew as Ein Sof, as infinity. The sphere of Keter, crown, is referred as infinity or as infinite because it's above the head. Like, look at a king or a queen or even just like models. When people just put a crown, it's usually above the head, beyond our reach, beyond our understanding. Look at the way the crown is built. It's hollow. It's basically a ring with few stones, but it's hollow. There's nothing inside. It's basically emptiness. Isn't that so?
Yes.
Yes. So infinite is basically nothing or emptiness.
Yeah, I have always wondered why you always tell us that we are emptiness.
Yes. Because this is the truth. What the eyes see as figures, yes, as an image of a body, hands and feet and arms and eyes, this is just a plastic. This is just a plaster that covers the nothingness that is inside. Because once the breath is going out, the whole building does not work. Everything is collapsed. The man is declared dead or the deceased, and then the next station is the graveyard. It's only nothing that holds everything together. Without the breath, which is do we refer to breath as something, to air as something? Only when we lack air. When somebody's choking, where is air? But when it's just coming and going, we don't think of it. We don't consider this as, because it's just for free and we take it for granted.
Right.
But if this nothingness is removed from us for 30 seconds, it's a disaster. People need like services, health services, and so. We don't consider the air as something that worth anything because it just comes naturally, the breath, to us. But try to prevent someone, not you specifically, but when people are prevented from breathing, this is a problem. Nothing will hold. Everything sits on the breath. Everything. And the breath is just nothing, because what can we feel? Can we sense? Can we touch it? No. We can only feel when it's lacking, or we can sense when it's gone and when there's not enough from it. But we tend to appreciate tangible things, something that the fingers can sense, the eyes can see, and this is tangible, it has a value. But for air, there isn't, because it's nothing. No color. Yes, how you can catch air? Can you catch air? With what?
No.
With the fingers? No. So it's nothing. But on this nothingness, all of us.
Okay, that's what you mean by.
The source of all of us, yes. This is it. It's funny. Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
Okay, understand now. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. So Vashti is requested, yes, to come to the king with this condition in Keter Malchut. Yes, in Keter with the infinite and then finite at the same time, because Malchut, kingdom, symbolizes the whole manifested. But it's like a paradox. The infinite cannot appear in the finite, because if the infinite appears in the finite, it's not infinite anymore. So there's a problem, logically. Therefore, she doesn't come. Not because she is rebellious or she is rebelling against the king or his banquet, because it's impossible for the infinite to appear in the finite. So usually people read the scroll and they think that, even professors in university, I read 2 days ago, they relate to the figures, to the characters, and motivation and interest and manipulation like politicians, but nobody can have any ability to act. And if we just go through the story, we can see something else is working there, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, because most interpret that verse as, it was her beauty, and then, that she was making use of, and she just totally didn't want to attend the banquet.
Yes, she described in the midrashim, in those tales which are expanding the Bible, as one of the 4 most beautiful women in the world. What does
Right.
it mean? Yes, what does it mean? That the potential is so beautiful. It's just infinite potential. This is what it is. It's not about, again, a lady or a woman. Usually we see sculptures like Greek sculptures, Hellenistic, Roman sculpture, all kinds, and we see like beautiful ladies or gentlemen. This is not about, let's say, plastic image, but the quality. This is why it's so beautiful. Beautiful is also round. Yes, something which is round, is complete, is beautiful. So the potential is round and beautiful because it enables everything at the same time, but also is nothing. So, plus we cannot catch the air or infinity, and no one can see Vashti. This is the beautiful of. It's not, again, it's not about the lady or the queen. It's nobody can see the infinite because it is transparent. It's not tangible. This is what it is
And
about.
they always look at Vashti and Esther as 2 separate queens. They
Yes,
make
and this is
comparison.
true. This is the traditional. This is how we also were educated. This against that, but it's not. It's so not. It came to me a few days ago that there are not 2 courts and 2 queens, one against the other, but it's just there aren't 2 queens. There's only one queen, and the only way to appear here is using garments like hidden garments. This is how the infinite, in a way, it's not a Vashti, but the only way for the infinite to appear in the finite is through hiding itself or dressing different garments. The 2 are eyes, it's a tree, it's a bee, it's a dolphin, but it's infinite. Presented to us as a dolphin, as a bee, as a dove. This is how it is. Then it's not even about 2 queens or 2 kingdoms. It's not.
Yeah, it's
But
beautiful.
yes, yes. Thank you. This is what I thought to share with you this. Because we were always like this against that. And she was assassinated and he expelled her, and this is evil, and this is because there is a, how do you say, consult, the one of the king advisors or his minister says, not just Vashti like disagreed or she rebels against the king. Now all the ladies will rebel or will go and confront their husband and everything will be destroyed. He's just exaggerating and saying, and people are tend to read those words and to think about this politically, but it's not at all. It is not at all like that. Also, Vashti has a banquet with the women, and as we said, women, nashim in Hebrew, if we rearrange the letters, is shanim, years or time. So Vashti sits with the other or the rest of the women in a banquet, not just the rest, but with the ladies in a banquet, nashim, shanim. The infinite sits in a banquet with the finite, with the years, with the times, with the second. So infinite holds in it everything. This is very deep if we look into it, if we want to look at it, because the tendency is to do this against that. There's a villain, there's like a bad queen, a good queen, but it's not like that at all. Not at all.
But that's what most of the commentaries as well, when you read the commentaries.
Yes, yes, and I was reading yes, I was reading those the last 3 days I was reading and reading, and the more I read, the more I noticed what is going on there. Yes, this against that, and this against those who came from Judah, and not about that. But not many people are willing to listen to what is going on, really. Because the tendency is to look at the Bible as a battlefield, this against that, and to look into the Bible like if it was a script, meaning a movie, that this figure goes this way and this figure goes that way, and it's not about that at all. Nobody has a free will. So what is going on through, let's say, Reuben, or what is coming to us from Joseph? Because nobody here has a free will. Of course, all of us as well. We don't have a free will.
Yeah, this is really something yet to grasp for me, because from young we've been told that we have a choice. We can make choices. We either choose life or we choose death. And everything is just based on the choices that we make that will, in one way or other, define our destiny.
Yes, yes, yes. We were taught the same, that you go to school and make good decision. There is even branch in university studies called decision making. This is a branch for itself. Studies like if there's like, let's say, a profession like this, but it's not like this at all. This is what the universities are teaching, or schools, but
Yeah,
it's not like this.
if you don't choose to work hard,
Yes,
nothing good is
yes,
going to come out.
we all taught the same thing, more or less. It's the same thing, but it's not like this at all.
But I think not many people will and can accept.
The fact that there is no free choice.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Because what it does, the acceptance of this, is it is emptying our doership.
No, not only that, I think then you, most of them would say, then Hashem made us as robots. I mean, which is impossible.
We are programmed. Look how life is working. Somebody wakes up in the morning, goes to work. It doesn't give to this activity even a second thought. It just, this is what it is. It is flowing. Imagine that we have to calculate it, all of this, to calculate the steps from, let's say, from the bedroom to the shower, to calculate the movement of brushing teeth. Try to teach a robot or to write a software for a robot how to brush men's teeth. How many actions are needed in the hand, in the fingers, to hold the brush, to put a how do you say, toothpaste on the brush, to water it, to brush the teeth in a certain way. And we don't think about it. We just brush, we're half asleep or something like that. It is happening. Do you invest, let's say, 200 calories in let's say, yes, before you brush your teeth? It's just something that happens. Yes, the hand is moving. Yes, we might, at the moment, a thought will cross us, our mind or so, but it comes. Yes.
You
We did
understand?
not, yes, we did not create ourselves. We did not create this universe, the planets, the fish, the dog. None of this. People talk a lot, and people film many movies, documentaries, and other movies, and they show themes, and there's a speech going on, and there's a plot going on, but none of what we see is due to our own merits or efforts. Is the wheat, yes, that grows in the field, through the process of winter, through the spring until summer comes and it's time to harvest the wheat. Of course, the rain, there's the snow involved in all of this, the process, yes? And the wheat is ready for harvest. In those 9 months, man is participating in it. This is what one wheat seed has a potential, and if it enters to the ground in the right time and gets enough rain or snow or both of them, and then comes the sun, this is what will happen after 9 months. No man, no, now people now go into laboratories, they have software, they engineer many things, they can now intervene genetically, so to speak. But look at the basic law of wheat, how it is coming from nature without people intervene in it during the times with engineering. This is what it holds. One seed of wheat, when it enters the ground, this is the law of the seed of the wheat. This is how it is being given. No man programmed this or engineered it. This is how it is. The pregnancy, let's say, of a female dog is 52 days. Nobody has sat in a laboratory and put it, designed it. This is how it is. Pregnancy of a female cow, and this is it. The days, how many days the cow is being pregnant? How many days? 280 days. Yes, like the letters in Hebrew of para, cow, without the hey, because the hey is feminine. Yes, this is only the feminine. So not only, but this is how it is. Para is a cow. Para is a cow. The hey is just here, is like a in English, the sound a. But the letters are pei and resh, par. The value of those letters is 280. Like the days, that a female cow is being pregnant. It's about 9 months, like human's pregnancy. Who terms those laws? Who set them? Yes, excellent. Who put those laws together in relation to the moon? Yes, also all those are not separated things. The cow pregnancy, the lady's pregnancy, yes, the cycle of the moon, 28 days, because we have 2 weeks until the moon is being built, until it's a full moon. By the way, now we're starting a new moon month. This is the month of Nisan, Aleph Nisan, from our miracles. Nis is a miracle. Also, a moon has a structure like this. 4 weeks of 7 days each, and then we have 28. Everything you see how it works. Those are not different. The cow, the human, the moon, though we see them, the moon is far out there, the lady's pregnant there in the neighborhood, and there's a cowshed. Those are not different objects. It's oneness.
Yeah.
No man entered a library and programmed this. You see. Yes, Yanni.
Yes, understand.
Look at the whole of it, the whole universe.
I guess we can understand the connection. It's just that we are given no choice at all, no free will, and we just doing
If,
everything through
yes,
the internet.
there's a program which is running, everything is coming in the moment when it comes. The fact that each and every one of us was born in a certain surrounding, in a certain continent, in a certain culture or language, it is already set. It is already set. We're just going along with the script. Let's say someone who was born in New York. He's already there. This is the language, this is the culture, this is what he's exposed to in terms of seasons and so. So he's there. So it doesn't matter if he goes to visit this cafe or that cafe, it's still in New York. He will not take an airplane now and have a coffee in Hong Kong. It is already decided for him. So it doesn't matter to which supermarket he goes to buy his, let's say, tomatoes. It's around the city of New York. He's already there. He will not take a special flight to Taiwan to buy tomatoes. You see, he's already there. And if someone lives, let's say, in London, he's already there. So he will go to this shop or that shop, or he will go as for the summer vacation to this store in England, or he's there. And when he's going to this shore in England, let's say, which one of them doesn't come to me, Cliff of Dover, let's say, and he will meet there someone, it is already there. Do you see? Just try, if we really forget ourselves and our story, just see how it is. See a camera hovering a building in New York, and you can see from the window people living there. They're already there. The plot is there. The neighbors are there. What is going on, what they relate to is in their first surrounding. It's a very decisive moment where and to what conditions they will be born? Do we meet? This is the question. Do we meet, you and I and those who participate here, 8 billion residents of this planet every day? Do we meet them?
No.
No. Why? Why? Why?
Not programmed to meet.
It is impossible to meet 8 billion people. So you see, if we take back really and just look at it, let's say there is a one person in, not person, but someone is in Arizona, another one is in Nicaragua, another one is in Trinidad, another one is in Taiwan. All of them having, if you could see now 5 cameras, it's sometimes they're doing it in the Big Brother or a documentary. It's possible. And you see this kind of a life that they have. So everybody's breathing and everybody's drinking water and dreaming. But the setting is a bit different. If you see from far, people who live in New York or in Arizona or let's say in Taiwan, approximately it's the same life, but not really. But you could see the figure installed in life completely like a tree in the ground. So like the tree already growing in the same field or bringing its fruit in relation to the field, to the air, to the sun, to the weather in this field, also those 5 people. So what choice, let's say the one who is growing now or living in Taiwan. Yes, it's a very, more or less everybody lives today the same life with computers, with telephones, with internet, with connected, but okay, they walk in a different boulevard, some walk in the city, some next to the shore, some next to the woods. Yes, but what really choice do we have? Look at it. Really.
So if
The one who lives,
if the
yes,
person live in Taiwan, if the person live in
yes.
Taiwan decides to take a holiday in Israel, so
Yeah.
isn't that a choice?
If someone lives in Taiwan and decide to take a holiday in Israel, it's a choice. You ask if this is a choice?
Yeah.
Yes. We can ask, why did he choose Israel? Because he has a thought. Yes, and he was following his thought. Yes, but who put the thought in his mind? What put a note in his mind to focus, to read, to relate to this place called Israel that he will book a vacation? Who or what put this idea in his mind? In the beginning, it's just an idea, amusement. He is amusing with this, but as you mentioned, one day he will act on this thought or idea and he will book a vacation. But who put this prime thought in his mind? That until he doesn't book a vacation, he doesn't have like peace from it. He has to go and to appear in this time of the year at this place. Who put this thought in his mind? You can ask all participants here, who put the thoughts in our mind to act upon idea? Who or what?
Right. Understand.
Suddenly you feel that something is very important happening and you have to be there right now. You even book, we can book like flights online, 30 seconds, you have card, how do you say, a flight card, how do you say, a ticket? Yes, there's a cab taxi, will take you to the airport, tack, 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 tack. What suddenly crosses somebody's mind to do that? What? For what reason? What choice does somebody have if this idea is already working in him?
Right, makes sense.
Somebody feels I have to read this book. There's something in this book. I have to read this book. But who put this idea in somebody's mind? I have to. The song is you don't even think about. Some people sit with guitar and suddenly they look in the window and the hands, the fingers, they just go on the guitar like and strumming, and there's words coming. They did not even think about it before, and this is happening. But how? From where? To what purpose? There's a free choice. Suddenly there's a song. Record it or release it, publish it, it doesn't matter. But where does it come from? For what purpose? Here is a little story. It is really, it is a story with the happening, yes? There's a British series about Cambridge. And there's a little village next to this. Cambridge, and many things are happening. There's already inspector, there's always like crime scenes around it, and people really like the series, and the series continues already 10 seasons, like for 10 years. It is so how do you say, it is has a lot of success, and people show the people who watch the series all over the world, they love it so much that suddenly the actors themselves change their position. What does it mean? Instead of just being actors in front of the lens, in front of the camera, one of them, while acting in front of the camera, started to write episodes. Another actor changed his position and become also a director. Another actor became also a producer. It happened to them. They were casted 10 years ago as actors. They were casted to this series as actors. They found themselves, ask them one moment before, they did not know, none of them, that she will become a writer, he will become a director, and the third one will become a producer. They found themselves going to audition. They wished very much to be casted to this series. The series became so popular all over the world that they felt driven to continue the spirit of the series. So much so that they changed their position from before the lens. They were creating, so now they're also now acting and producing it. But you see, they didn't know that before. We don't know. We feel sometimes, or we sense a great urge to do something or to be somewhere, and we don't know even why. We cannot explain it to ourselves. The only thing that we can say now is that there's like a drill from the infinite that drills, that would like to be manifested. Now it doesn't matter what, and it just drill or find its way, or a river through us. Thank you, Cindy. Wishing you very good months today. Thank you for participating today. Thank you so much. Suddenly people have this curve, they have to inner, I don't know, will, desire, and they have to be somewhere. They have to be on the road, they have to hit the road. Suddenly someone feels he has to go to a certain party, he has to be there because something will happen. He feels so nervous, he has to be there, he doesn't know even why. Nobody understands why he is going, but he feels, and then he meets there someone. That will change his future. But he doesn't know at the moment why he is so keen to be in this party or in this convention or congress or congregation, but he has to take an airplane. People are, you crazy? You take an airplane for what? For to sit with people and to read something, to read a text? Are you crazy to book a weekend just for to sit 3 days in a weekend and to read literature? Are you crazy? You taking an airplane for that? But he then meets the friend of his life, but he doesn't know why. He is so fueled. He has to be there. He has to be there on time. He doesn't know what's going to happen, but he doesn't create the feeling in himself. The burn. We cannot create this burn. So it means we don't have any choice. It burns through us. The fire burns that we should be there in the right place, in the right time, that someone will come, and then from there will be a new life. But we are not in charge. We are not.
I guess the entire teaching on free will comes from the garden when Hashem says, you choose between the tree of knowledge of good and evil and the tree of life. So I guess that's where the entire principle is built on free will, on choices.
And the rest of the sentence says, and you will choose life. Yes?
The rest of the sentence from?
To choose life. ובחרת בחיים, and you will choose life. And you will choose life. Life. Life is not to know. When we choose life, we choose not knowing.
Not knowing. When we choose
Yes.
life, not knowing.
When we choose life is basically we choose not to know.
Oh, choose not to know. Okay.
Yes, because this is the closest thing we can say, because we don't know. We don't know what is happening now outside, what kind of wind is moving, how many butterflies are flying, how many bees are producing honey, how many or what is the height of the waves. We don't know. We don't know. Yes, Jill, what do you write? Maybe you can unmute and speak. Yes. Jill? Yanis, can you hear Jill?
No, I can't.
You can't.
I think
Jill,
she's muted. Jill is muted.
she's muted. For what reason? It's not clear. Why is that so? You're not getting audio. Let's see what is happening. Yes, but now I see that there is ability to hear you. Jill, can you speak now? Because there is no limitation on the sound from here. No, it doesn't come out somehow. Yanis, can you read Jill's text, please, from
Yeah, she says if you are a person who questions many things, they are not really our questions.
yes, they're not we are incapable. No. Yes, they're not our questions. And those are not our thoughts. It's just something that moves through us. Yes. Yes. Questions which are rising. There is a question rises. It comes from the infinite. It comes through us. Yes, we are not the generators. Again, we are not generating thoughts or feelings or questions. There's just, we are this emptiness or the screen on which a question is rising, a thought is appearing, a feeling is being felt. Yes, but it's not our own. We cannot hold anything. We cannot possess anything because inside there's only nothing. What lures us to think that we are the thinkers, and so this is the mental process which is happening inside. But we don't have anything. There is a process in which a question is rising, sentiment is rising, thought is appearing, but it's not ours. It's not ours. Not at all. So it leaves us with great emptiness and great joy because we're not owning all those things. They're just rising, appearing and disappearing. Any questions? Yanis?
No, ET. I think I understood a lot more today.
That's great. Really great. And if you have any other questions, so please write it as a text message. Whenever you have the time or you want to ask something, feel free to ask. You're most welcome.
I will. Yes, I will.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
And wishing you a very good month. There's a new year starts today. This is a spring. There's a new moon. Wishing you a great year. And we shall meet here on Monday at the same time because this is a new time. This is summer clock. So wishing you a great week, great month, and a very good new year to come. תודה, אנשלו.